So what do you guys think about kidney stones?
Kidney stones?
Kidney stones.
I mean,
Sounds like you might have one, bud.
I'm scared.
why?
Got all these pains, man, in the kidneys, shooting straight down,
Like, where do they start?
like right here. It's happened
Yeah.
on. It's happened on both sides too.
That's grade A kidney stone.
I might be.
But it's been happening for like not like a short amount of time. Like it's been a little bit. So
I had a notable bald friend who thought he had kidney stones and then thought he had liver failure. Turns out he just pulled a muscle in his back.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. It could even be a urinary tract infection. A little classic UTI.
cranberry juice.
Yeah, get some cherry juice. If it is actually a kidney stone at your age, that'd be wild.
Yeah, I need to drink more water.
I mean,
You
you
don't think
gotta
so?
you gotta break it at some point.
Yeah, break the seal at some
Yeah,
point.
you gotta break the seal. on
Yeah,
the
you gotta
kidney.
You guys
you
ever
gotta-
had one?
No.
I've never had a kidney stone.
Man.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
hear the balls are a little
extremely
spiky.
awful. Yeah,
No, I heard
it's like barbed.
for some of the some guys saying it's like it was hard but wasn't that bad. And other guys are like, no, it was
Pause.
yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, let's get back to the story about the kidney stones. But yeah, they said that it was like very painful. And other guys are like, no, it was like so painful. It's the worst pain I had in my entire life. And that is scary.
That's what I'm scared about.
That is
It's
what
like,
that is scares me.
I doubt you have a kidney stone.
yeah,
Do you drink a lot of water?
no. I need to drink.
Okay, yeah, then
I don't think any of us drink a lot of water though.
Yeah,
That's
probably true.
It's like that's like one of my biggest things. I don't like
Really?
any water.
I drink a fair amount of water. I'll like bring 3 bottles of water and just like drink them with ease. And then I'll drink at work. I'll just pour my whole mug up of water and drink it like a million times. So
yeah. I just need to drink more water.
I'm kind of in on the water. I like water. Water's good. People say the water doesn't have flavor, but to me, water tastes like refreshment.
Sometimes the water just hits.
Yeah,
Like sometimes I'm just craving water.
Like
Yeah.
100%.
after ball or something.
Oh man,
After
And-
anything like where you're sweating a lot and stuff, it's
and
just
that
like
cup comes from the fridge.
cold water.
Oh my, oh man, it just fits, man. That's awesome.
It's different.
I know you don't know anything about this, but like, I was working out in the yard in the summer. I was just sweating so hard, and my dad was like, "Here's a Heineken. Pour it in a glass. Want to take a sip? Here's a whole glass for yourself." I took a sip of that, and it was just like I'd never had beer in my entire life.
Well,
It was the first sip, and it was just
that first of all,
ecstasy.
that's invalid because Heineken is not good.
I love Heineken.
But
Well, okay,
no.
You like
But-
skunk flavor.
wait. But that is a top 3 beer. Is a mowing beer. So outside work, laborious outside hot summer work would be the equivalent of a mowing beer. That's top 3 beers.
no, you gotta edge it. You gotta wait. You mow the entire lawn. You don't have a single beer. Mow. Then you come back, and you have one ice cold beer.
Here's what I do. Whenever I mow, my battery dies because I have an electric mower. So when
Okay.
my battery dies,
Liberal.
I hop in and I chug a beer because it goes down so easy, like you're saying. And then if the battery dies again, or when I come back in, of course, another one.
Of course.
But top 3 beers: mowing beers, shower beers,
Ooh.
and boys beers.
You are a big fan of shower beers.
Huge fan.
I would say number 1 is boy beers. Here's the boys.
In no order.
I mean,
Those are just top 3.
What if you had to order them?
What if I had to what?
If you had to order them, what's your top beer?
Well, there's nothing like the boys. The boys are like number 1 of everything. So I would have to go boys beers number 1. And then just because you can only have mowing beers in the summer, spring.
that's true.
So it'll have to be shower beer second and then mowing beers third.
I think when you're having a playhouse moment with the boys, it's just like beer just comes like 10 times sweeter. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, pardon my mispronunciation there, but it's just beautiful. I think. Then second is definitely working the hot summer day, and then you get your first sip of a beer. That first sip is this.
Well, if it's cold, it's literally like water.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and like your brain just goes serotonin and
Which is not good
floods
for
you.
you. You need to be hydrated.
It's
Yeah,
basically
wouldn't beer
water.
dehydrate you, I guess?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not good for you, but it does go down smooth.
It's not the worst. If you drink liquor, it's pretty bad. If you drink beer, that's not the worst.
You're trying to make it better. It's just-
Yeah, it really isn't that bad because there's a lot of water in it. But yeah, if you want to get actual hydration, you get a BioLite.
yeah, I need to. Yeah,
You like BioLites?
I've only had like one ever.
Tell the fellas listening. Get you a BioLite. Get you those Gator lights, whatever too.
Gator Light is really good.
Gator
Gator
Light's
lights,
good.
awesome.
I
Any of
like
them.
the zero sugar Gatorades. Those are always the ones that really feel like they hit me.
Really,
Yeah,
I love it when it's a little salty. Like it's like you just know you're
that's
getting.
all the dupes of what's the hydration drink called? The classic
Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Yeah, Pedialyte,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
dupe of Pedialyte is anything that has a little salt.
And because it just literally it hydrates you so
When
good.
I was working on a roof in the summer, the cucumber lime Gatorade, just
Oh, brother,
the top. That's
brother, that is some good stuff.
sweating and drinking those.
Yeah, that's
That's
just good
good.
stuff.
I'm
You don't
more
like 'em?
orange guy.
Really?
Stick to orange Gatorade.
Blue.
So you don't even experience.
No, I do have others, but the few times I've ventured out, it has not paid well,
You gotta dabble a little bit. You gotta experiment.
I guess. But I had the jalapeno cucumber one or whatever. Gosh, that's just not.
That just sounds bad. It sounds spicy.
Yeah, it does have. I mean, if you want jalapeno cucumber, you'll probably get it with the Gatorade.
I like
Try
the
that.
the cucumber lime. That's where it's at.
Never had
Yeah.
that one.
Oh yeah, cucumber
Sounds
lime is.
refreshing.
Oh yeah, it's just awesome.
Tastes
It's
like
just great.
cucumber.
Yeah.
Which I like. Some
love
people
cucumber.
don't. But
No, personally, that is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Right there.
I like the white one too. I don't know what it's called.
Glacier free,
It's like almost
Cherry.
cherry. Yeah.
yeah.
glacier cherry,
Yeah,
or
it's
frozen.
really
peach,
good,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't like that one.
Really?
Me
I
either.
do.
I just don't like cherry.
But they have the little spin on Glacier, Arctic, all that stuff.
Blue one?
They have like a whole series, right?
Mhm.
They've got the white one,
Yeah.
they've got the green one, and the blue one.
Mm-mm.
Arctic Blitz is the green one.
Never had
That's my favorite. Arctic Blitz and Green Apple are my favorite non-zero sugar
Okay,
Gatorades.
really, right past the cucumber lime is Glacier Freeze for me. It's
the
that blue
green
one.
Oh, the blue one.
I
The blue one is
love
really
that.
good.
I do drink. I used to drink a lot of them because they do have those in zero sugar.
So you're just into the zero sugar.
Not really, because that's just as bad for you, in my opinion, honestly, as having a bunch of sugar.
Sugar will give you diabetes and
But
hurt your liver. But then the fake sugar just gives you straight up cancer.
Right.
So it's like,
it's like, what would you rather?
it's a pick and choose situation for me.
In my opinion, I don't drink enough of them to even matter either way.
I get
but-
that.
But
get
when I
that.
was working outside of the office, I would constantly, because I would get the zero sugar ones for whatever reason. But there's only a few of them that they have zero sugar, so it was constantly going back to the Arctic Freeze or whatever, and a few others that they had zero sugar.
One thing I didn't really learn it, but I just never really thought about it was people drink this normal Gatorade and be like, this is healthy, but it actually has the exact same amount of sugar, if not more than like a soda.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, it's not soda, so it's good for me. And it has,
Part of it is it's good to have a little bit of sugar,
Right.
especially when hydrating.
well, that's the thing. If you're like working outside and stuff, it probably is good for you.
Or
But
if
if
you're
you're
doing sports, right? They're sports drinks.
But if you're just sitting at home and you're like, this is better than a soda,
No,
it's the
No.
same amount of sugar.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you have to choose between fake sugar and real sugar, depends on the amount you take it, but real sugar is never going to be as bad as the fake sugar. I mean, if you're taking diet anything and you think you're doing something good, do some research because you are actually screwing yourself over way worse.
That's like
than taking a full sugar thing.
the thing people used to think where they got the, I forget where I heard it, but the Big Mac meal and then they get a Diet Coke.
Oh, that
Like,
cancels
yeah.
out the Big Mac.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got a Diet Coke, so I'm good with the burger. Big Mac, in fact, I got two. It's fine because I got a Diet Coke. It's good. It's healthy.
There is nothing like an ice cold DC.
Some
Well,
diet
well,
stuff is really good.
I'll tell you what, one of the biggest fans of the pod / guest, Harley, big fan of the DC.
Well,
My brother be enjoying DCs in the beach.
and I tell you what, there is nothing like an ice cold DC.
That's what he says.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying
You're saying it too?
it's good.
Doubling down on that?
Now, also, an ice cold Coke is also just.
See,
You're not a Coke man?
But I think it might be partly because. Oh, bless me. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't drink them a lot, so it's like
No.
when I do, it does hit because it's when I'm craving it. But an ice cold DC or a Coke, always when I go to the movie theater, I get a Coke.
Hey, brother,
For some reason, it's a nostalgic thing.
I got okay right here. Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper.
I think Dr. Pepper is my favorite.
Amen.
Out of all of them.
Yeah,
I would much rather Dr. Pepper than Coke.
I don't disagree. Well, I do disagree, but I don't think it's a bad take.
Well, Dr. Pepper is like the cherry kind of. It's like
really, I hate cherry.
It's almost like
cherry.
I don't know what it is. I would prefer Dr. Pepper over Coke.
To me, I get more spice flavor in it.
Well,
whatever it's in it, it just has more flavor.
Pepper,
spice. Yeah, it's the Dr. Pepper.
Pepper MD.
Whatever it is, yeah. I love it. Just has more flavor to me. A Coke has more of the sweet caramel kind of flavor to it. A Pepsi has that citrus. It's nice, but after 3 sips, you go, "Oh, it's like there's no flavor anymore." Now it's a sweet sparkling water.
I only like Pepsi after Cardi B endorsed it. Thank you.
That's true. After she did that, I was just like, now I gotta drink it, and now I want to give it to my friends and see if they pass out. see if it works out.
Oh,
it worked for her, so yeah, it worked for her. So why don't I work with my bros? See if it works for them.
That's true.
Well, as you can see, special guest Ryan. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. He is a guest so often. Basically, he's on the pod.
Right.
Basically, I mean, yeah.
What do I?
It's special.
Him and Connor.
Well, it's special.
Yeah. Him and Connor are just so often on it. It's like basically part of Papa's play.
It's special, but it's not abnormal.
Not abnormal, but very special.
Special because of who they are. Gentlemen.
So true. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. This is so beautiful.
Oh,
we only had to pay him like $500 to do this right here, but like, that's awesome.
And that's like half my normal fee.
Yeah, it's a half. Yeah, he gave us a discount. He's on sale. Yeah,
it's a family friends discount.
Actually, yeah, I tried to call him. I was like, "Hey, do you want to join?" He's like, "I have a website. You have to sign up and schedule me." It's like 3 weeks in advance, $500. But hey, it was worth it because look at this guy. Look at this little Italian dude, and of course, us too. You already know us. If you listen to, you already know who we are. You're not questioning right now. You're not thinking about it. You know exactly who we are right now. If you don't, rewind back a little bit.
Welcome.
And welcome as well.
Welcome.
Yes.
This is a very podcast for everyone.
It very much is. Well, not everybody. Some people, they don't like us. They don't think we're like cool dudes.
They're loco.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I got to say.
I gotta say, I think I'm a pretty cool dude. I think I'm a pretty good dude. You know, everyone thinks I'm a big nerd. I am, but I'm a cool dude. Give me a couple beers. I'm a cool dude.
Why can't a nerd be a cool dude?
Society.
I think nerds can be cool dudes just as much as, because what's the difference in a super nerd being a super nerd and like you can't really hang out with him, or like a super jock? You don't really want to hang out with him either.
You need the middle grounds. You need to be balanced.
Yeah, it's like me and Caleb honestly don't have a ton of interests in common other than, the nerds type stuff, Star Wars, Marvel, things like that. But you're obviously, I feel like, way more into that stuff than I am. But I am way into sports, and you're not really that much into sports. So it's like, you can be a cool
pretty much
dude.
Everyone's a nerd, but it's something different.
Yes, but for some reason, nerds who are into computers or comic books, they get a bad rap.
Yeah, I don't want to diss out to nobody, but like I agree with everything you're saying, unless it's like League of Legends. Sorry, you're a nerd.
Yeah,
You've surpassed a tier line. You've reached a level of nerddom that is not what I'm discussing right now.
Or if you're like an adult that's openly Pokemon.
Yeah.
What about
Disney?
Which honestly,
yeah. What about Disney adults? That's what I was about to say.
If you're past 30 and you're like, oh my god, there's a new Disney movie. I'm so excited.
What about the adults that dress up like princesses and stuff and go to Disneyland?
No. That is that's another tier.
No,
we're talking an extra tier.
Disney adults are weird.
100%.
Why can't they be? accepted and cool as well.
Well, they're not even.
I have to
They're
know
just
the fella.
way
If that's
past
all they're-
everything that's normal. I
If
feel
that's
like.
all they're pushing on you is Disney, then yeah. Because it's like
Personal experience would say that they are many tiers ahead.
Well, it's like it's anything. If anybody is so much into something and they're pushing it on you, who wants to hang out with that person? Like,
100%.
yeah, exactly. Like that's what I was about to say. Is if I'm pushing sports like crazy, no one wants to hang out with me.
Yeah.
If Caleb's pushing
P.
P on everyone,
Yeah.
then who wants to hang out with him? Like it works for everything.
That's a good point.
Everyone is a nerd in their own thing. I don't care who you are. You've got a passion for something that is like that you love like so much. Everyone's a nerd in something, but you can't. Nerds get a bad rap.
Okay, there is literally a difference. Yeah, if you like playing, if you're a Disney adult, if you like League of Legends, all that, but you can also be a normal person on the side, then you're fine. You're normal. You're a cool dude. If that's your life, and that's pretty much all you can like wrap your head around, woo.
That is rough.
That's more of an obsession, I feel like, than.
Yeah.
And who wants to be around that?
Yeah.
Honestly, you got people like Marvel, same thing. People just like obsess on it, and you're like, dude,
Which,
like, buddy.
if you're gonna pick something to be obsessed with,
I mean, but I'm talking about a level of obsession is like, okay, you've put the subject to Marvel
no matter
10 times tonight.
Yeah.
You were a little,
This is like when Thanos snapped his fingers.
this is what like when Thor got a new Warhammer
when
from Groot.
This is when Poe did the Wuxi finger hold on Taiwan.
Oh, man.
Dude, yeah, it's just a bit much. Go out, touch some grass, get some sun on you.
Yes, bro.
Grass, and get the sun on you and go, I can get a girlfriend someday. You feel a lot better. Honestly, you feel a lot better. For a fact. That's just with me, though. I'm so white. Like, talking about the working outside and everything, mowing the lawn. It's like the sun absolutely destroys me. I don't even got a chance to be outside.
Have you ever been tan, or have you always just been white or burnt?
If I get burnt a couple times, I'm a little bit darker than I was before, but never tan. And people go, "Oh, you're slightly darker." Well, I used to be like the actual color of white, and now I'm like off-white.
White maxing.
Yeah, I'm white maxing.
It's the ginger Irish.
That's like my
Yeah.
dad and Logan. They get burnt. They don't tan.
Yeah, dude, that Irish and Scottish history in my blood is just like, buddy, we spend every day in clouds. We're not direct sunlight. Are you joking right now? Like that, we'll just perish immediately.
I don't have like really dark skin. I guess I'm very fair skinned. But
You could go tan.
yeah, I get a good. I don't burn super easily.
No,
Like I'll tan, which I don't know what I am. I don't know any of my heritage.
you're Germanic.
Part German. I don't know the other half really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I asked, but I don't even remember. But it's like
Anything that's like not Germanic? Do you think like darker cultures in you?
yeah.
What do you got?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was darker.
My
darker
mom's
peoples?
side is a lot German. Well, actually, so my mom's dad is very German, and my mom's mom is very much like Native American, I believe, like
Ooh,
Indian-
okay.
American Indian type stuff.
Okay.
So that's a little darker, but she's not really dark or anything.
No.
At all. Like she's just like normal white skin, like as you see all around you. But I don't know the other
What you're
side
used
very
to.
much. I don't know.
That's normal.
Yeah, I'm just normal.
No, I just know it.
Yeah.
I just
Cancel him.
Yeah. Cancel this guy right now. He's like, I know you see other colors.
Your Twitter's done for, bud.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm not white. I'm just normal.
No, I do. And you see a white person, that's what it is. Like just basic. But the other side, I don't know.
You should take one of those, like, the ancestry type
I want
tests.
to, but I Harley did one, so that got me half of it.
There we go.
What
But
was he? Do you remember?
Is it
A lot
Germanic?
of German.
Yep.
But it was more on his other side that I'm not related to that had a
Oh,
lot more
yeah.
information.
Okay.
So I don't know. But yeah, I would like
Yeah.
to.
I just did one and I sent it in, so
So you're
see what
We'll
happens.
find out.
Yeah.
So we'll have you back for the results.
But I'm actually more German than I am anything else.
Really not Italian?
Well, I mean, my dad's side is German, My mom's dad is Italian. My mom's mom is German.
Oh, okay.
All them are German.
Dang.
On my dad's side is German.
It'd be awesome.
That would
Oh,
be really
man.
awkward between me and your
Ooh,
sister.
That'd be
man,
awesome.
that'd be rough, bud.
Which I don't know if we ever said that. He's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess we haven't said so. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true.
Brother-in-law Ryan. But think about it, though. There's a 3-fold cord. It could be 4.
4-fold cord.
Can you imagine how much tighter that would be?
No, stop.
That'd be awesome.
We don't.
And do it.
Stop.
Get this tested as fast as possible. We gotta read that.
We don't bring biblical stuff.
we gotta read this as fast as possible.
But
brother, because you look Italian.
Well, yeah, that's what I take more so, I guess.
Very
But, like
much so.
when you look at
like you enjoy gabagool.
when you look at Logan,
Amen.
my brother, he looks nothing
not.
like me, and even Lauren is more.
Literally, him, Lauren, his sister, look very Italian. Olive skin, dark hair. Then your brother, pasty white boy,
He looks
blonde,
just like my dad.
blonde, red hair. His dad looks the exact same way, and their mom looks very Italian as well.
It's very.
It's interesting. Like it's like you either got it 100% or you got the other one 100%.
Yeah.
You were not in the middle at all.
Well, everyone says that I'm more of my mom. Lauren's like a mixture, and Logan's obviously the other side.
Yeah, 100%. Logan is straight up spawn of your.
He's actually probably related to you.
He probably is. Oh,
He could have been
sweet.
working in the potato
Dude,
fields.
imagine if you were brothers, or like long
Oh,
distant
man.
cousins. Oh my! Could you imagine?
Man,
Oh my goodness!
the new scroll's about to be open.
Yeah, we're opening this up right now. Could you imagine?
That'd be pretty
awesome.
wild.
Sorry to get a little sappy, but imagine marrying into a family and you get like,
A dude like this.
yeah,
Dude.
bro, I need to touch your
Yeah.
All sweaty.
This is like, if you don't know Ryan, like scour and try to find your way to Ryan. This is a cool dude right here.
You're making me blush.
Yeah, all the fellers love Ryan.
The homies love Ryan.
The homies love Ryan.
I love the homies.
Dude, this is my favorite little Italian boy I've ever met in my entire life.
My darling little Mick over here.
Oh man, yeah. Hey. Oh man, this dude, love this guy.
And my darling little German slur.
Yeah, insert. Yeah. Insert. Don't know what it is, but insert that slur. Look at this dude right here.
Look at this Italian.
This is our new picture. This is Papa's Playlist podcast.
Possibly,
This is us.
possibly my favorite Italian.
You know he enjoys gabagool.
So that guy does.
You know he gets it.
He just got done eating a whole pack of gabagool.
He wants a sandwich with mozzarella, gabagool,
Fun it.
arugula,
Yeah.
olive oil.
Get a bagel, scoop all the dough out of it, put some poop inside of it, slice of meat, slice of cheese, get crumble from before, put on top, get another bagel, wait, put a smear on top, then put the other bagel. I got the double smear poop surprise.
That's gonna
Oh,
sound
man.
so terrible. The audio.
I hope not.
That's gonna.
I hope all the feathers got that because that was
a good.
that was art in the making right
that
now.
was a nice little soliloquy there.
I've never been in New York. Actually, our great close friend, Zach, is in New York right now.
Yeah.
Zach, you might have seen that little feller from the podcast, Amazon Story.
Not
Very popular moment.
Call back.
Love the feller, love Zach, and but yeah, he's in New York. He's
He left
celebrating. He left us. He's celebrating his bachelor party. What away. The little fella's getting married. We actually even talk about that. We want to have a pod with him talking about it, but he
Meanwhile, his wife
Meanwhile.
is here with our wives.
really.
I believe she's here right now.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Or
Well,
wife to be.
Fiance.
Right.
Yeah.
French.
He's getting French man, baby. Shh. I'm part French.
Insert French slur.
Yeah, insert French slur. Yeah. I tell you what, one frog. Frog right there. I'm part frog. But yeah, so he's getting married and it's gonna be very tootsie.
Couldn't be happier for him.
We're very excited for that. An ex-member of the pod, but still a close feller, close friend. We love the guy. Very excited for him, but he's in New York right now celebrating a little bit with his friends from New York. And if I had to guess, he's probably ordering from the poop deli. There's no way he's not.
I had all that meat today.
That was a starter. The next day's poop deli.
Yeah.
I don't know. That looked like a lot of meat. That looked like all day meat.
Oh, yeah, they're from New York. They're gonna finish that today. poop delis the next day. This is New York. You're not used to that. We're from Tennessee. We're like, that's a lot of meat. But in New York, it's like, this is a starter
No,
for
I
the poop
think
deli.
we do smoked meat better than New Yorkans.
Definitely.
Oh, I mean,
Better than Yankees.
okay, but cured meats?
Uh,
I think New York got that on
yeah,
us.
I prefer my business cooked, buddy.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know.
Corned beef, buddy?
Okay, would you rather have a
Ooh.
brisket or corned beef?
Okay.
Yeah, see,
You're
that's
kind of
not-
like, but that's not fair.
No. Ribs or corned beef?
Corned beef.
My mom's making corned beef. I'll be right
Not
back.
lying.
Oh, funny story on Zach. One time, me and our other brother, Sterling,
Oh, great Sterling. Shout to Sterling. Shout to Alaska.
we were, at a point in time, we were inseparable, all three of us, and we would all every weekend is whose house are we going to, and so
No,
we go to Sterling's house this weekend, just doing the normal boy things, playing video games, hanging out, going outside, throwing football, everything. And of course, this is Saturday. We spent the night Friday. Another night is, that's all we care about. We want to spend Saturday night, hang out Sunday. We say, okay, we're going to do this. Sterling says, all right, you guys are good. Talk to my mom. I call my mom. Yep, you can stay. Zach says, nope, I'm going home. Me and Sterling, of course, are just, why? Why are we doing this? You got to hang out with us. He says, no. Hold on.
Ryan's a big part of this one.
I've got to give a nice little dramatic pause. Zach says, can't. Mama's making corned beef tonight.
Mm.
To be fair, I've never had Mama Margaret's corned beef. I've heard it is heavenly. I've heard it's out of this world.
They were good. They were good cooks. Anytime I would be over there when we were kids.
Have you had the corned beef though?
No, but they were always making Lebanese stuff that was, I wasn't all about Lebanese when I was a kid, but looking back now, I could really appreciate it. They were always making like homemade pizzas, really cool stuff.
Thoughts on tabbouleh?
Never had it.
No,
You know tabbouleh?
I think I have.
I don't know what that is.
I think I've had it, but
I love tabbouleh.
I'm American, so
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Well, yeah, it's like parsley, tomato, onions, and then I think like barley, like malted barley, but it's like it's kind of like a rice, but it's barley. Olive oil, a little bit acid, like some vinegar, salt, and everything. It's actually awesome. I personally, if you want to get a good one, if you go to Publix and you just walk over near the deli, the whole fridge section next to it, it's all those like little pastas and stuff. They have a little tabbouleh, little things you can buy pre-made. Their tabbouleh is pretty great. It's very oily, but I love olive oil.
I just can't afford Publix.
It's like $3 for like a little box of it.
The only thing I get from Publix, I actually go to Publix for lunch all through the week
subs,
because their lunch is not.
Yep.
Well, their subs are very, very wallet friendly.
I'm from McMinnville. What is Publix? What
yeah,
is this
you wouldn't
place?
know, you little hick.
Sorry,
Down
guys.
in the holler, you don't know.
Man.
You don't know nothing what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, I'm lost.
You're like, I'm sorry, like Dollar General, Dollar Tree. What are you talking about right now? What's this
Yeah.
Publix?
No, but for real, if you go get a Publix sub on Monday, it's like $10, around $10. If you can eat a whole one, you're a tank. Like,
Yeah.
good for you. But I can only eat half, and I'm full. So that lasts me Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday at Publix is sushi day, $5 sushi.
Yep.
So go to Wednesday, get a
$5
sushi plate
sushi?
for $5. And then Thursday, go get you another sub, Thursday, Friday. And boom, you spent $25 for lunches through the week for good quality food.
And actually, their sub, depending how you do it, if you say, I want this sub right here, they won't, depending on the person. Most people do not charge you any extra because technically you should not be charged extra. You can walk over to the meat area and go, I want this meat, I want this cheese. They'll pull the blocks out, cut them, and put it in your sandwich.
I just do
you can
that.
have, you can have boar's head, smoked, birch smoked cheddar,
If you do,
an awesome boar's head meat. You can have anything you want, awesome toppings, and it's the same price.
if you do a boar's head sandwich at Publix, it is $11, $12.
Well, several times I want this right here, and they'll just like, it's the same as the normal one.
I don't think you know.
I've done it several times.
But you don't know the normal charge.
No, I'll get the normal one. It's only like eight, 9, right?
Mhm.
and I will say, if I want this right here, and they'll charge me that.
But okay, that's great. But they also have a deal on their app every week for a sandwich. They have a sandwich deal every week
Really?
on their app. Download the Publix app. I only ever get it from the app, and I go in there and just pick it out and just dip as hard as I can.
So it's like pre-made by the time you get there and everything.
Yeah, you set a time, and it's sitting out there in the little pickup,
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty
and you
sweet.
just grab it and tote it like a football.
Jumping back to before, have y'all ever even got sunburnt? Like, I'm
Yes.
talking like painful sunburn.
Like
Where
can't
it's like
sleep,
peeling off your
Yeah,
skin. Yeah.
can't
like
sleep
it
at
Oh
hurts.
my
night,
god. Yeah.
Okay.
to lay on it.
How about you?
Yes. I've had
Really?
it on my back where like the skin is just peeling off. I
Back
can't
and
lay
shoulder
down. I
area.
have to sleep on my stomach. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told a story about me and Jerry Bear up in North Carolina or South Carolina, Hilton Head, getting sunburnt. Did I tell you that story, Ethan?
I don't know.
Me and Jerry Bear getting super burnt. Okay, go take a pee. I'll tell you afterwards.
For a second.
Yeah, I'll hold that story in real hard. It is a good story. It's actually it was so embarrassing the time that we like swore we wouldn't tell anybody about it.
How old were you?
Actually, I was like, I felt like 17, maybe 17. Years go by, buddy. Years go by fast. So I can't tell you exactly, but it was so funny, man. It was bad, man. It was bad. I can't wait to tell. Whenever Ethan comes in, you can hear it. I mean, of course, me. Like, I'm so white, man. I got so much white in me. It's just like, if I am out in the sun, it turns from enjoying some of that vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? It's vitamin C or vitamin D.
D, I think.
Vitamin D.
I don't know. I'm
Straight
not
up,
a
just-
scientist.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not a rocket scientist. But if I had to guess, I'm just outside enjoying the sun, sitting down, enjoying it. Before I know it, my arms are gone. I look like a lobster. Dude, for real, like a cooked
Just
lobster.
red.
Oh, buddy. It's so easy.
Yeah.
It is so easy. Shout out to all the white fellers like me. Buddy, it ain't easy being white. It ain't easy. You want to enjoy a nice little Florida day? And it's like, if I walk out in that sun, I'm out there more than 10 minutes, I'm done.
You just have to load up on sunscreen.
Yeah, but the weird part is like with sunscreen, depending the part of day, technically it can like you can still get all the radiation badness that like gives you cancer.
Yeah.
You still get all of that. Okay, just look at the screen, make sure it looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good now.
Oh, sorry, lads.
It's all good. All right. Yeah, you still get all that badness with it, but like, but you don't get, I guess, sunburnt. You still get radiation.
What is
from
it that sunburns you? It's the UV whatever, right? The UV index, isn't that what they say is like
Yeah.
how long you can be out there before you get burnt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All about the
But like that is a fun little thing if you want to do a deep dive. Wearing sunscreen during certain parts of the day, if anything, actually tighten the ability of the radiation. And you'll get more radiation from the sun wearing sunscreen, and you can increase your chances of cancer wearing sunscreen. You'll decrease getting a sunburn, but you increase chances of cancer.
Isn't a sunburn like your body fighting off the cancer cells, basically? Isn't that what it is? It's like trying to kill itself before cancer starts. Isn't the whole thing of sunburns?
Literally, it's just burning your skin. It's just actually burning it in your body. But from fighting it, that's what causes the cancer. It's the radiation from fighting it can cause cancer. But so to the story with me and Jerry Bear. So I go to Hilton Head. I do a little fun trip at Hilton Head. It's me and the Moody's. We're having a little fun trip, and we go to the beach one day, and there's only like one umbrella. So of course,
adults.
Real adults. The big boy and girls are under the umbrella. And us little boys, us little innocent men, we're sent like sheep without a shepherd, sailing to the sand. Nothing to shepherd us. Absolutely getting burned beyond belief. At some point, me and Jerry Bear were wearing towels over our shoulders and head to like protect ourselves. But our feet were burning so bad, like we kept staying in the water. But we thought we could handle it. Like, I don't know why. We were just young enough. I was just like, who gives a crap? I'll be fine. I'll be fine, dude. Who cares? I know I'm white, but who cares? I put sunscreen on today.
This sun ain't.
Yeah. It's ain't nothing, bro. It's nothing. Yeah, we're just walking on the ocean. Our feet are burning. Everything's burning. We're playing in the ocean. Getting burned. And I was wearing sunscreen, but it didn't do nothing, buddy. Because we're out there all day. And we come back, and all of a sudden we start feeling. And I looked up later. Actually, what we had is what people call
Sun poisoning.
Yeah, basically, they call it the devil's itch.
Oh,
Because
Oh man.
the sun poisoning is so bad, the burn is so bad, you get like an itch beyond belief. It's like you have poison all over your entire body. And we're like, we have this worse, it was so bad of an itch. We're feeling horrible. We can't handle it. So we think, man, what are we going to do? We try to get in the pool. It still hurts. Because back at the house, the little place we're staying had a pool and a hot tub. Pool wasn't helping. But then we get in the hot tub. The hot tub relieves it. We feel so good. Oh my gosh, it's relieved. The itch is gone. It feels great. But we like intensified it by 10. So when we get out of the hot tub, it is legitimate. I can't explain it to you. I've had poison ivy. It is the worst itch I've had in my entire life. The worst itch. And also pain. So the most embarrassing part is we go inside and we take Benadryl, ibuprofen, because we're hurt, and also we're having a reaction. Jared has a fair amount more than I did. Jared actually has a lot of Benadryl and ibuprofen. And but then we're in the bedroom. It is because me and Jared were staying in a room, and we had aloe vera. And buddy, we were so hot. You put on aloe vera, and not like 2 minutes later, it evaporated. So you had to reapply. So me and Amy were both in so much pain. We're like almost crying. And like I'd be rubbing aloe vera on his back. I'm rubbing on his back. So we're both like, we're just wearing underwear, and we're just like rubbing on his. I'm rubbing on
this is
I'm
getting
rubbing his
worse.
back. Rubbing on him like I'm rubbing on him. He's like, oh man, it hurts so bad. As soon as I'm done with him, I turn around. He rubs it on me. Because I'm burning. By the time he's done with me, I have to go back to rubbing it on him because it's burnt up
Stop.
immediately.
you should stop.
And then someone walked to the room. I think it was his dad. Walked to the room. And it's me and him. Some rubbing aloe vera on ourselves. And his dad's like, just open the door, looked at us and said, wow. And closed the door. And he had nothing to say.
So he just walks into you both in your underwear, rubbing on each other.
We were all supposed to be like, rubbing ourselves.
man.
Buddy, it was one of the most embarrassing things ever. But at the same time, like, there's nothing to do. It hurt. It hurt. It itched. It was the worst. That's a great little Jared memory right there. Oh man, great.
Cool.
That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
like crying.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I mean, but there's a reason to it. I mean, like, it's a rough story to hear.
And now it's
I mean,
out to the world.
That's out to the world. Yeah, it's like crying, rubbing aloe vera, going, my turn. Oh, man.
Man. I think that's got to be one of the worst feelings when you know you got sunburnt. And like you can put your finger on your shoulder or whatever, and it just leaves the mark, and you're
You're
like,
like, ooh.
Anything that
oh
can't
god,
escape
yeah. Well,
is the worst feeling.
yeah. When you know you have it, and you're like, this is coming. This
This is
gonna be
days at least of pain.
Man.
Days.
Whenever you have something that you can't escape,
Yeah.
is the worst feeling, the worst pain.
It's like
It
when
affects your mindset.
you're in the car and you get in trouble, and your dad's like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna beat you when we get home.
you can't.
And you're just like, no, anticipation.
You get car sick.
Yeah, anything. It's
You
like,
can't escape it.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope the car ride's like an hour. I'm get beat when I get home.
Yeah, and then the whole time you're just like, I don't want this.
I don't want this.
It's anticipation.
not
Please don't put
what
the
I like.
spoon to my butt, please. No spoon to my butt, please.
Yeah.
Buddy. I mean, have you had sunburn that bad, though?
Not that bad, but I have had it where it's like your skin's peeling off and you can't wear a shirt and stuff, and it's not like what you're talking about, but pretty rough.
Yeah. I've started wearing a just long sleeve
The
hooded,
UV shirts?
well, like a fishing shirt.
Yeah, I love those. The ones where that's the special fabric. I don't know what it's
I
called.
have like a bunch of those now. because they're also considered like nicer clothing.
Mhm.
So I wear those to work all the time. But when I go to the beach, that's all I wear is long sleeve with a hood, and I'll take them off for an hour or two a day, and then I'll just keep those on.
Those are nice for being outside too, because it like soaks your sweat and like cools you down a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
not
It's
bad.
like it's awesome.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, 100%. I literally will wear those on the beach as well now to avoid that situation I just told you. I'll wear those and yeah, just like take it off, put it aside for like 10, 15 minutes, put it back on.
Typically, I wear them or I take them off when I get in the water. So it's like as long as I'm in the water, I have those on. But if I am getting toasty, I will wear them in the water.
But if you're like in the water, like waist deep, isn't the sunburn going to be worse? Because doesn't it like reflect off the
But
water
it
or whatever?
reflects off the sand.
Technically, too.
That's true.
So it's if you're at the beach, it's game.
I also have to use the restroom now.
Oh, well, this is gonna be awkward.
Man, what's brother and brother-in-law going to talk about?
I don't know. We could talk about family secrets.
Oh man, so many. Georgia trip.
Oh, yeah. What a great trip that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
memories for a lifetime.
We should talk about Roomba.
Yes.
How Roomba
Shout out to
has a-
Roomba.
Has a habit of breaking his arms.
Yeah. Like when you were planning on engaging.
Oh, that's actually a
Proposing.
great story.
Yeah.
I was planning on proposing to my wife. Nothing had gone right ever. We were supposed to do it at the beach. The beach trip got pushed back or something. We didn't know if
I don't remember why.
Yeah, we were going to South Florida, and we didn't know if that was going to happen at the time.
Wasn't it your parents were supposed to go or something,
Yeah.
and then they couldn't, so it was like
Yeah.
just couldn't.
So we were supposed to
yeah.
do it at this nice time at the beach. Everyone was going to be there, but then there was some question marks came up, and it ended up happening. We went to the beach with everybody, but I just was like, in the moment, obviously didn't know if it was going to happen. So
Didn't we go to the beach after you were engaged?
Yes, we were engaged when we went to the beach. So we ended up going. But anyways, before I had it nice planned out, we're going to have a bonfire with all my friends there. Our families proposed there. There was a nice swing that my dad had set up a long time ago that was really nice and picturesque. That was going to be like in front of the bonfire. It was really a weird idea, but it was kind of thrown together last minute. But we're setting up for the bonfire, trying to get the bonfire going. It had rained like crazy the day before, so everything was soaking wet. The fire didn't end up starting. The bonfire. We did have a little one later, but
once it got hot enough to dry everything out.
Yeah. So, but went to we were trying to get it going. Everyone's collecting, like trying to find dry sticks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Roomba climbs a tree and falls out and is like snaps his arm in half.
Basically.
Yeah. And so everyone's like, oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, nobody knew it was broken.
No one knew it was broken, but also everyone wanted the engagement to happen because everyone knew except for Lauren.
Yeah.
And so everyone's trying to cover it up and make sure it still happened. And so the kid really needed to go to the doctor. And I feel actually really bad for this. But everyone was just kept being like, oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Everyone was like, give him ibuprofen.
Yeah,
he just sprained it. He's fine.
Lauren's like, why aren't we taking him to a doctor? Like,
Well, I mean, actually, big ups to Roomba.
Roomba sucked it up.
Roomba literally like he cried a little bit. It was hurting him, and then he was like, "Okay, it's fine."
He knew what he had to do.
He was fine, and that's why everyone was like, "Okay, it's obviously a sprain because there's no way he's like okay right now if he broke his arm."
Yeah.
Nobody broke his arm, but he literally just sucked it up.
Yeah,
he literally sat there and he alphaed that out.
So
He locked in.
Yeah,
Locked in.
I was
he
trying to propose, and Roomba breaks his arm. Ended up proposing. There was no fire. There was no swing because she wouldn't have the swing. Walked her out into a field and said, "I love you a lot, and I'm sorry that I'm mean to you sometimes because I was nervous." And then,
hold up. No. Pause on that one real fast. Did I say what you said?
yeah, you can ask her.
You said,
I couldn't
I
think
love
of anything
you,
else.
and I'm sorry I'm mean to you sometimes.
Yes, and then I said it like 2 or 3 times, and then I got down.
I think we need to fact check this.
Dude, you can
Call her in here.
Wow.
She knows it better than I
Buddy,
do.
you're a lucky little player, aren't you? It's wild. You literally, on your proposal, said, I'm sorry I'm mean to you sometimes, and she's like, yeah.
It's like, she was begging. She was begging me to propose for forever. That's all she cared.
I mean, that's just like, Oh, that's awesome. That is
I mean, it's great.
that is the most brutally honest like proposal. It's like, sorry, I suck sometimes. Sorry, I'm the worst. Sorry, I suck and I'm horrible to you, but I love you. And she's like,
yeah, that's
amen. That's all I had to
I
hear.
mean, I acknowledge my issues. Like, and I've had anger issues.
I love that.
I have personal
I think
issues.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I love that.
And so I was just like, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this forever. Please.
No, everyone has issues, and that's great. But as long as you acknowledge them, that means everything.
Well, I acknowledged it in the most important moment.
Yeah, you definitely did. I think that's all that matters. You're like, listen, buddy, I love you and everything, but I suck sometimes.
Like, here's my downside, but guess
Yeah.
what?
But there's
I
also a
also
lot
love
of
you.
there's also a lot of up, and also P.S. I love you.
That's the love.
Yeah.
I remember when you told me you were going to propose to her.
Oh, really?
It was at Ming's,
Really?
which is pretty sketchy Chinese buffet. In
No,
McDonald's.
it's the delicacy of
It is good. Some people hate on it. I love it.
Well, it actually is garbage, but
Actually,
in terms of lore,
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah,
it is,
Mimbalore, awesome.
it is top tier.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you told me we were sitting at the booth and Lauren got up to go fill her plate, and you're like, "Propose," and I was like,
How do you feel about that? You're like,
That was, yeah.
Well, we were already kinda,
they've been dating, and I was the chaperone.
wow.
we were already homeless, so it's
Well, we started being friends like
four,
while you guys were dating,
right?
but
But I mean, y'all two are close.
Mhm.
Yeah,
we get close
yeah.
by the time.
And you like Ethan.
He's gonna get on here and say no, I hate him.
Ethan,
Yeah.
go take a piss.
But
when
Right, gotta talk.
I remember actually we were at the assembly and Lauren went up and talked to you, and me and my mom said something, and we were just like staring at you guys, and I didn't really like you. I didn't know you. I've never met you.
understand.
And then,
But I mean, he's
and then
dating your
once,
sister, so
yeah,
immediately like don't like you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But no, that was way before they started
yeah,
dating.
we
Oh, really?
started.
That was when they were dating.
We started chatting. Like,
Exactly. Exactly. So even more so, Ethan started here, and then you got to know him, and he got.
me and Ryan started chatting on TikTok,
That's right. Yep.
and we fostered our relationship there.
Yeah. You started here, and then eventually Ryan's like, "I love that guy. I love that dude."
It was a very easy growth. Like, I think it was. Well, obviously, it's like we're all pretty similar.
Oh yeah.
We all have similar ages.
Yeah. Us three over here are very close.
And even
Very close.
even everyone else is the same thing, but it immediately you could tell. Okay, we'll be friends.
100%. Yeah.
And even after that, I don't remember the exact timeline, but it was like Sterling's going away party was the first time I hung out with you, Caleb,
Sterling's going away.
when he first was going to Alaska, and we had the
You
bonfire.
fell asleep on was it super late, and you're like, "Dude, I woke up so early," and you fell asleep back of your truck. I sleep on the bed.
No.
Yeah, you fell asleep in the bed of your truck.
But yeah, that was
Sounds very
that was the first time I hung out with everybody actually. But that was the first time me and Caleb like clicked, so that was pretty cool. Man.
Yeah, me and Ryan linked up,
Imagine
We
how
locked in.
locked in,
Like,
linked
imagine
up,
if I wouldn't have dated and, of course, married Lauren.
buddy.
If you-
I don't even
yeah.
want to imagine that because
If
I
you
wouldn't
guys
have a little ride
never,
guy.
yeah, if you guys never met, I probably would have never been friends with any of you.
Probably.
Oh my gosh, could
Especially
you
if me
imagine?
and Lauren like broke up,
Mm-mm.
Oh,
because then it would be a weird thing.
Yeah,
buddy, that really makes
that'd
me
be
like,
rough.
that makes me sick, buddy.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
Sick to my stomach.
Sick to my stomach. I want to throw up right now. I want to throw up.
I feel it.
I want to throw up. Mommy, I throw up.
Yeah.
Throw up.
I have thought about that before. That's pretty crazy. That, like, just you
How
guys
it
getting
changed.
together, like, connected so many other
Changed our
dots.
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just people, man. Like literally, like you probably could have a potential best friend right around the corner, and his situation's working.
Hey,
You just
you're
don't
like-
know that dude.
You're like a millionth% chance away from having a completely different life.
Yeah,
At any
Or like
point.
another thing I think about is if my parents never moved from Florida,
Yeah.
like
We would not even.
Yeah,
I would
man.
definitely wouldn't have married
man,
Lauren.
that's
obviously.
just it's crazy to think about.
I mean, 100%. Like, dude, you're literally 1 in a million, buddy.
You too, both you.
It's like,
Oh,
It's just
sweet.
buddy, like
Yeah.
if I didn't have little Ryan in my life, bud, that is a tough life.
That would be
The
sad.
second Ryan joined my life, it's like this actually might be okay. Yeah, I actually, you know what? I think-
Fortnite.
yeah, this is pretty much Skibbity Toilet Fortnite moment.
I
Am I
basically-
in Ohio?
I whizzed him up like Wiffy Dunn and Baby Guac.
Let's put it this way: I'm Baby Guank and he's Livy Dunn. Yeah, he got whizzed,
What do I?
by the way. Dude, yeah, like
Yeah.
this is this thing that is like,
Mm.
dude,
And even like growing up, I don't. When did you guys move here, Caleb? To
They
Cookville.
moved here when I was like 8th grade, freshman
Probably like
year.
10, 11 years ago or more.
Oh,
Right?
maybe like 7th grade. Because I remember one of the first places I ever drove when I got my license was to your house.
Mm-hmm. Which means we've been here for a couple years because we were going to East for a while. We didn't even know y'all. We met you. I didn't even know you. I went to Sterling's house. Sterling is dead. And my dad's tell you the story.
That was the first time I met you.
First time I ever saw Ethan, and it was at Sterling's house right here. His dad, Ethan was there, and Ethan was fooling with the karaoke machine, and Sterling's dad was like, "Touching that thing, you're gonna break it."
Not like,
And then it was like,
I wasn't being malicious either.
no, he was not. He was just like being a little loud in it. But I mean, like, obviously not breaking the machine. But yeah, Sterling's dad was like, "Get off that thing!" And me and my dad both afterwards were like, "Man, that must be Sterling's stepbrother or something, right?" No, it's a friend, just a friend.
Just old Heath.
He's old Heath, good friend. Because we're going to, we didn't even know who this dude was. But after a while, we got to know him, and wow, what a blessing.
Which honestly, at that point, it's like I said earlier, me, Zach, and Sterling. It's like everybody was just as much. It was honestly step kid. Those were your parents as well.
I like that though. I love that.
Me too. It's a very family environment.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
that's a bad thing. I
No,
think it's
it's a
like
great thing.
if your friends' parents are
No.
treating you like their own kids, you've made it.
Yeah, I've learned a lot.
People
Yeah.
around the world beg to have that kind of relationship with people.
Mhm.
Like that is awesome.
I've learned a lot from Sterling's parents and Zach's parents, and
Yep.
it was a great way to grow up.
That's
But
awesome.
it
Man.
did lead to those.
Yeah. Which I mean, like, it's funny, but like, hey,
It's-
I love it though. I love it. I love that Sterling's dad's like,
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, sorry, Dad.
I did
Yeah,
get this
my bad.
by both
Yeah.
of them as well.
Got a little spanking. Sorry, buddy.
That's a pretty weird feeling when one of your friends' parents disciplines you. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's
that's a
well
weird
with
feeling.
Ethan. It was pretty. I feel like it got casual.
Well, it especially got casual because Harley's parents did that to me. Well, it's their
But I
related.
mean, yeah, that's your
They're
uncle.
related.
That's a little
That's your
but
uncle.
it's also not your mom or your dad.
Yeah.
True.
So when you're getting spanked by other people, it kind of gets you ready and primed to get spanked by.
That
really,
that is
really
a,
other
yeah.
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 That is another weird thing when it's somebody you're related to but not your family, like your
You should
uncle or
not be
like your
touching my
aunt.
butt.
It's like,
Yeah.
wow, I do not like this. Please
Well,
stop.
Jack, why are you touching my butt right now? Because you're not spanking me, but you're just touching it. That's
No.
really weird.
No, I touched it really hard, spanking it,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
I was not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, like the example I just gave is like not good. If you get spanked by family members, that's fine. But if you get touched,
That's a different
that's not a
story.
spank.
Stop.
That's not a spank. You should not. Do not let that happen.
That's too far.
When you have like a cool uncle or something though, and like you're super cool with them, and then you do something and they get onto you, and it's like, oh, no, this isn't you. Stop.
Stop. You're the cool guy.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't know how to describe that feeling, but
Guilt, melancholy.
I just like going to the bathroom and cry.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go pee now.
Yeah.
My dad would do it to me, be fine, but not my cool uncle. No.
Do you guys remember the last time you got spanked?
Yes. I can't.
I do
I do.
very vividly because it was like the worst spanking of my life. Do
Okay, please tell.
Mhm.
Please tell.
you want me to go?
Yeah,
Yes.
go first.
Man, it was rough. So me and Lauren, when we were young, I'm pretty sure this is the last time, but we were like pretty mean to each other when we were growing up. Like we did not get along very good. And so one time we were doing something, and my mom was in her room sleeping. My dad was at work, and her door was closed, and we had to get something from her room or something like that. And so I opened her door, and I'm like walking in there, and I do something, and Lauren gets mad at me, and I get mad at her, and then she's like, "I hate you." And my mom was awake for all this. Little did we know. And so she tells my dad, and for this, an older lady had like told my dad, she was like, my kids say that your kids are really mean to each other, blah blah blah. I'd like to have a talk with all of you. And my dad, that made my dad
Cringe.
that made my dad super
Cringe.
That lady needs to take a step back.
Yes. That's what my dad was mad about because she told him that, and he was just like, "No, that's not going to happen." And so he was mad
He was
because
pissed. He came into it.
he was pissed because we had like roped him into it.
Right.
And so when he heard about that, that was just the last straw. And he got out the wooden spoon and just bare butt and just wham like a few times. Like I had a welt on my butt after that, like a mark. That's the last time I remember because it was so just like this awful how much like yeah. And me and Lauren got along pretty good after that for some reason.
You did, yeah. Y'all
But
really close.
yeah,
now,
we're,
so,
we're really
no
close
issues
now.
now.
But yeah, that was the
All it took
worst.
was a good wooden spoon well.
So I
You're
kind of
like,
do
I love
thank my
sister.
dad for that. I do thank my parents for like spanking me and like disciplining me because like I think that does help a
It
lot.
does
Like
serve a purpose.
because at the
I
time,
agree.
Now I can appreciate it.
at the
agree.
time I was like, I hate this. What you guys, parents shouldn't be doing this. But if I had a kid, I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the whole thing of like you shouldn't spank a kid is so stupid because like obviously don't beat your kid. If
Mhm.
you're putting your
Yeah.
kid at a health risk,
there's a
That's
difference
horrible.
from punching your kid in the face
Yeah,
or something, or
100%,
like
yeah.
actually hurting them.
when
to
you
spanking
spank them on the spanking them on the
The
butt,
fattiest part
yeah,
of their body.
spanking
gonna do
for
is
a
hurt.
spanking for a reason too.
Yeah, a
like
good
an
reason too,
actual
yeah, yeah.
reason.
real reason you just lean
Mhm.
bad and you get
Yeah.
spanked on the butt. All it's gonna do is hurt for a little bit, and that's it. There's no lasting damage,
Yeah.
and also you deserved it because you're being bad. That's good for a kid, and like you grow up and going, yeah, you know what, I was being a bad kid. I was being bad. I
Which
shouldn't have
also,
done that.
there's some kids who don't respond well to physical pain as a
Yeah.
punishment.
Some do.
But there's other things that.
Just the
Just
idea
saying.
though, like you
Yeah.
shouldn't do it because it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm like that is like it definitely made sense.
My grandparents have told me stories because they grew up Catholic, so they went to Catholic school, and like my grandma, I think it was a scripture. They told her to like recite the scripture, and she didn't do it right, and they made her put her hand on the desk and
Wrap her hands,
with
yeah.
a ruler on
That's
her
actually my
knuckles.
grandma as well.
That's like that's crazy.
Yeah.
I could never get
different
behind
world.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's much.
Yeah.
The last time I got spanked, I was like 13, 14. Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't remember what I did, but I remember I got the belt out and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna outsmart him. And so whenever he swung, I dropped it down to the floor
Ooh.
and it hit me in the face. and then of course I got like in more trouble. And of course just, belted my butt. But
Man,
it was
so you
pretty-
just had a welt on your face.
I mean, I never got welts. If I did, I don't remember it. But I did get spanked a lot, and I do remember that one. That's pretty embarrassing. Thinking about being like 13, 14 years old, and your dad's still spanking you. I feel pretty, like a little self-conscious about that.
Mhm.
Like, wow, you were an almost, not really almost an adult, but you were like developing into the person you are now. You started to mature, and your dad's beating you. So that kind of stinks, but yeah, got me in the face. And then of course he was like, "Oh, that's bad. You tried to dodge it. You're gonna get more now."
Mhm.
And then of course just butt.
Oh, while you're on the floor, just
Yeah.
can't get away.
Yeah. So sorry. Looking back now, it was very funny, but
So yeah,
it was very humiliating in the moment.
That was my thing. Is I always tried to avoid it. Like I'd have to ask my parents, but they have stories of me just like, please no, and that just made them more mad. So
See,
I got hit hard.
I would always take it. I always just took it, on the butt. But then one day I just decided it was time to dodge.
Yeah.
I thought that would be a good
yeah.
plan.
You're like once in a lifetime's dodge time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the last time.
I like it though.
Maybe that's what I needed. Is just a good.
Yeah.
Right in the face.
Yeah.
Man.
If only your wife would learn that move.
She has.
Oh man.
She has.
Yeah, she smacked me last night.
Wow.
Dang.
I don't want to hear about this. Let's stop.
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, bro.
Before we get off the topic, here's a funny story I want to tell. That isn't me, but this lady that we used to know. And me and my dad are watching. We're sitting in the back and we're watching the security cameras and stuff because that was our job. And we see her kids were always just crazy. Like these kids are probably like 6, 7, 8 years old. And they were doing something, and she got mad, so she took them outside, and we're watching the whole thing. And we had these weeping willow trees outside, and she makes them pick a switch off the tree and goes to town.
Oh, the classic.
She was also
story.
a flip-flop mom. Yeah. She was one of those. And you just hear the kids screaming. That's a little bit much.
That's a bit. at a public place. That's a bit much. That's actually wild.
Yeah.
I've always heard stories of like older people being like, "Take a switch."
Yeah, that's what my mom and dad's parents did.
I never had that.
Yeah, I never had that.
Yeah, no,
Which if I did, I would pick a good one.
yeah,
I'd pick one
super
that
You
weak.
pick like the super rotten one that's just gonna break and impact.
like a really big one that you couldn't really get a lot of force behind.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can't agree with that. That's a bit much.
yeah,
Maybe the flip flop.
yeah. The flip-flop's pretty cool, but the switch and picking
Yeah.
out your switch. I don't know about that one. That's a bit much, man. I mean, I don't. Yeah, being spanked from a wooden spoon is a lot better than picking your own switch.
That's basically a whip at that point.
Yeah.
A weeping willow
Yeah.
branch that's like,
I'm so sorry. So sorry. That's not fun, man.
no.
That's not fun. But the one spoon, you're like, we'll do that again.
It's a little bit fun.
But a switch is like,
There's like some pleasure to the pain, like
Hey.
pleasure pain ratio.
yeah, you kind of like a little masochism to it, but of course, as every kid had.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the whole picking
Were your
your
parents-
switch.
Were your parents not big spankers?
100% no, I got spanked.
Well, you can't remember the last time.
Can't remember the last time.
Were they like, was one of your parents worse than the other?
No. My
Whoa.
mom, my mom basically never did it.
Yeah.
My mom was always a nice person every day. And my dad was like
He had to
I'm
be
gonna
the bad
spank
guy.
the crap out of you for being bad. Yeah,
My
and
mom
it
was
was always a wooden spoon. I do remember one time. It was at my last one. My dad was I forget what dad was very bad though. I was being a very bad boy, and my dad got a wooden spoon and started spanking me, and it broke.
ooh.
He duct taped together and spanked me.
Oh, man.
He finished spanking me.
So
the
you
rest
had
of the
to
way.
wait while he went and got duct tape, pieced it back together.
It came back and said, "It's good as new."
Oh, it's better.
Yeah, it's a thick wad of tape in the middle.
Oh man.
Man, he used to spank him like, no, see, no mercy. Started just slamming on me. It was awesome, though. Thinking back on it, it's pretty sweet. Pretty awesome. Learned a lot of new tactics. Whenever I get a kid, I'm just gonna.
He comes back with like a sharpened toothbrush, like a prison ship.
Yeah. Punishment, Caleb. I'm gonna shiv you. Yeah. Forget the wooden spoon. You're getting shivved.
This'll teach him.
Isn't that
Yeah.
weird how like that happens and now you're like friends with your dad?
I love my dad. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying specifically you. I'm just saying like in
I
general.
know. Yeah. 100%. Well, I'll tell you, all the little feathers out there is like, my dad spanked me. Get older, and dude, your dad will be your best friend.
Well, you also like your dad bathed you. He's seen you naked.
Mm-hmm.
You know everything, all the weird stuff. But yet,
That's weird, man.
your dad is like your friend now.
I feel like once you move out and stuff, it's a different.
Once you
thing.
become your own man,
Yeah.
once you have to start dealing
Yeah.
with the stuff that he deals with every day.
Yeah, once he doesn't have to look over you,
Yeah.
your dad will be your best friend, depending on the dude.
Yes.
But
I think that's a big
my
thing
dad's
with
like my
dads.
best friend, man.
is like they're trying to mold you into the man you should be.
Yeah.
They're not trying to be your friend. Once they, like you're saying, they don't have to look over you. It's like,
Like, okay, then you will be my friend. Yeah.
yeah.
Once they beat you to the edge of your life with the spoon,
Yeah.
you're like,
Mm.
okay, this guy might be okay to be my friend someday. Yeah. I'm folding a little.
come back to me in a few years.
Yeah, I'm like molding you like clay to be a good dude.
Yeah.
And it worked. I'm like
Pretty
pretty
nifty.
awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Are you guys going to be like that to your kids?
I hope
you
so.
think? So you're down with like spanking and stuff?
100%. Yeah, if it's a bad. If he's being bad, I'll spank him.
Mhm.
I'll never do anything that actually causes real damage.
Yeah.
It's more of a lesson. It's like I spank your butt. Ow! That's it. I'm not gonna leave marks in the kid because I think that's wrong. But
Mhm.
I'll spank him. He hurts.
It's more
And
of
then just
a,
don't do it again.
it's more of like a scare tactic.
Yeah, it is more scary than it is actual damage because you don't want damage in the kid. That's horrible. But you just want to make him go. I don't want to do that again. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because no one wants to have that kid that grows up and is like, no one's my boss.
Oh, dude, worst kid. Sitting there's like, what you gonna do about it? We'll beat the crap out of you
Yeah.
pretty easily. But if your dad did it for you, you'll never be like that.
Right.
You'll never be like, what you gonna do? You already know.
Yeah. That's
You already
the
know.
thing.
A
I
wooden
feel
spoon
like
to your butt.
a lot of kids need that. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, yeah. There's like little kids running around. It's like, I'm gonna punch you right now in your little. I'm gonna punch you in the ball region. And I'm like, why is this kid actively trying to punch me in the balls? Where's the parents right now? Where's the parents? The parents don't care. Parents aren't around. Little kid's just doing it.
And we all know that kid.
Yeah, we all know that kid, and it's just like, no, he's actively trying to punch me in the balls.
And so
what
we
is
all
going
we all
on?
hate that kid. And
I hate that kid.
And when he gets to be an adult, we're gonna
Yep,
still
and
feel
we'll
that
still
way.
hate him
Yeah.
because all the same thoughts he had in his head never got fixed.
Isn't
He'll
that
still be an
funny?
ass.
Everybody has that kid that's like, you know
Mhm.
exactly. Like
100%,
when
yeah.
you're saying that, everybody's thinking of
Everyone's
somebody.
thinking a certain kid, yeah. That parent just spanked the kid a little bit. The kid probably wouldn't punch random dudes he doesn't know. No,
I
that's
will
weird,
say,
man.
like, one of you two said it. Some kids don't respond to spankings. There are definitely different kids or different
100%, yeah.
things. You know?
Yeah, some people respond more to taking their video games away or putting them into
or writing,
in the corner.
or writing.
writing a lot. You
Writing
know,
sentences.
I was a corner kid too.
I was
Were you?
not. I was always like, I never got grounded except for like one or two times. Never had anything taken away. Just beat.
Okay, spanked, but also writing. That was a huge punishment when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Writing.
I didn't have
Huge
that.
punishment. I actually probably got that one more than I ever got spanked. Spanked is more when I was young. When I was a little bit older and I could write, writing was my punishment. And it was the most torturous thing ever. I hated having to write, like 200 sentences or something. It's just so painful, man.
I had to stand in the corner. I couldn't touch the walls, and I had to keep my hands to my side. And if I didn't, then you get spanked, or you have to stand for longer. And that was like the water drop torture, like the Chinese did. It was
You
like,
can't do this, Grandpa.
let's do
We should try the water drop torture.
each other.
We
I've
should.
always wanted.
Because if I want to see, I want to wait until it gets painful.
Yeah, I've always
I want to
wondered.
wait until
Does
I'm
it
like,
actually get painful?
Yeah.
Don't know. That's my thing.
No, according to the thing, it literally eventually feels like a drill is being put down through your skull.
That's crazy.
Never mind. Don't want to try it.
Well, no. It takes a while for that.
You should do a
You'll
podcast
you'll
episode like
start
an
feeling
extra.
pain, then it'll get worse, then it'll get worse, then it'll get worse, until eventually, way later, it's like someone's drilling in my head.
I wonder how someone figured that out. That's rough, man.
A sadistic, crazy stuff from the CIA, no doubt. No doubt.
You ever think about that? How many torture methods there were, like back in ancient times and stuff? Like people like came up with this like the bowl thing. I don't know if you guys ever seen that.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
like
horrible,
it's like
man.
who comes up with this?
I mean, a lot of people like flayed people alive. That's
The bull
worst,
thing.
man.
I was
Bull
reading
thing,
about that.
the bull or being flayed alive, which
Bull?
one's worth?
You were put in a big metal bowl that
Oh,
was like
bowl.
hollowed out, and they put a fire underneath, so the
You're
whole thing gets hot, and then
slowly-
you start screaming, and it sounds like a bull.
Yeah.
But the guy who created that actually he did something and got put to death in his own creation. That was kind of funny.
But
But like
just
that-
hurts me.
That type of
It's
stuff,
horrible.
it's like how do humans come up with
That hurts me to think
It's
about.
true sadistic horrificness.
But that was so common back in ancient times.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Different
But
world
just
again.
give me the guillotine. At that point, buddy, I want to be in a bull or being like flayed alive, buddy. Give me the guillotine.
Mm. The funny thing is, like, people got like the worst punishments for the littlest crimes.
Dude, for real.
Yeah, like
Depending on the government, when the government was just like
Yeah.
absolutely wild. Yeah.
Be a
I guess
woman.
Yeah.
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 You're
Did
a
you just show
woman?
your ankle?
Yeah, yeah.
To the bull! Straight to the bull!
Flay her.
Flay her alive. Makes sense, actually. It's pretty chill, actually, if you think about it. Yeah. It's wild, man.
Low combo.
Yeah, a little calm. Send someone to the bowling bull. That's all. That's pretty cool. Dude, that's like sick. That's
Yeah.
wild, man.
The bamboo one. Did you guys ever see that?
No. Oh,
Um,
yes. Never mind.
Which is crazy. Like,
That is also disgusting.
so
man.
bamboo grows really fast, right?
No.
So they would tie somebody over a shoot of bamboo, and it's sharp when it's growing, apparently, and it would just grow slowly through their body.
No.
That was a big.
That would take so
No,
long.
No, it grows like
and they would keep them alive, so they
it
can
grows
experience
super
this.
fast. Bamboo. It grows like I forget how much it is.
I think it's like a couple inches, and
Bamboo grow a day. It grows up to 35 to 40 inches per day. That's what it says.
oh,
Oh my
I
god.
don't know how true that is, but yeah, that was a thing people did like that.
Yeah,
That's rough.
There's sadistic people throughout history, no doubt. People dedicate their lives.
Zach's ancestors.
Mongolians, man. Yeah, I mean, to even the Chinese, man. You know, the Chinese, like, if they, whatever enemies they killed because they were starving.
It's literally everyone.
It's a lot of people. I'm just saying,
Yeah, that's
as
true.
an example, the Chinese army, if they, like, kill a bunch of their enemies and they were starving, which they were because they didn't have enough rations, they would eat their enemies.
Yeah, that's pretty
They would
wild.
eat.
Oh man, I can't talk about this.
Yeah, it's rough.
All right,
man.
let's switch subject to beans.
Oh
I
yeah,
also,
yeah.
I also can't talk
Yeah,
about this.
what's easier for you?
Okay, sorry.
Chinese soldiers eating
Needles.
their enemies or eating beans?
Dude, I can't answer that.
It's a tie for either.
I'd rather make out with a monkey.
Yeah.
A chimp who's very aggressive.
Very aggressive, wanting to make out with you.
Caesar?
Caesar!
Yeah, I'll take that one.
It's an attractive chimp. You can take that.
I'm hungry.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that means we're done.
Good ending point, I feel like.
It's done.
Spankings, monkeys,
Yeah.
beans, torture.
Buddy,
What else do you need?
we touched everything in this one. This is beautiful. We had our beautiful little digger from right here.
Thanks for having
Love
me.
Mr. Ryan.
Love
our
being
favorite, most favorite. Love this
Little
guy.
Italian boy.
Of course, our most favorite, Ethan Atcock. Oh, well, either. Yeah. Oh, dap me up. Of course. Yeah, dap me up.
And then a little Mick over here.
Yeah, of course, the Mick me. What away. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you like this episode, let us know. Send us something at Instagram. Message us. If you have any ideas, things you want us to talk about, let us know. But yeah, that's it. So we're done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Go Vols.
Bye.